You're sitting on the couch, maybe reading something, maybe watching your phone, and you feel it before you see it. That quiet weight of being watched. You look down and there they are, your dog, sitting perfectly still, eyes locked directly on your face, not blinking, not looking away, not distracted by anything, just watching you. You smile at them, maybe say their name. Their tail moves once, but the eyes don't break. And something in the back of your mind asks a question. What are they actually thinking right now? Most people assume it's simple. They want a treat, they need to go outside. Maybe they just want attention. But behavioral neuroscience tells a completely different story. What your dog is doing right now is one of the most complex expressions of bonding that exists between two species on this planet. And most owners have absolutely no idea. Let's start with the most obvious explanation, because it sounds perfectly reasonable. Researchers actually tracked when dogs stare at their owners throughout the day, and what they found surprised everyone. The majority of prolonged staring happens after the dog has already been fed, already been walked, already has everything they need, and they stare anyway. If all they wanted was food or play or comfort, they have options. So why do they keep choosing you? So if it's not food, not a walk, not attention, then what exactly are they doing when they stare at you? In 2008, researchers at the University of Lincoln in the UK discovered something that stunned the animal cognition world. They tracked the eye movements of dogs when they were shown different types of images. When dogs looked at objects, their eyes scanned randomly, left, right, center, no pattern, no focus at all. But when they looked at a human face, something completely different happened. Their eyes moved to the right side of the human face first, not randomly, deliberately, every single time. Scientists call this left gaze bias. It means the brain automatically prioritizes the side of the face that expresses emotions most intensely. Humans do this naturally when they read each other's faces. Primates do it too. But here's what shocked everyone. No other animal on this entire planet does this when looking at a human face, except dogs. They are the only ones. And they only do it with human faces. When researchers showed them other dogs' faces, the bias disappeared completely. It only activates for us. Your dog didn't learn to read your emotions. They evolved to do it. It is written into their DNA. But reading your face is only half the story. The stare itself does something even more extraordinary to both of your brains. In 2015, a research team at Azabu University in Japan published a groundbreaking study in the journal Science, one of the most prestigious scientific journals in the world. They wanted to measure exactly what happens inside the brain when a dog and their owner look into each other's eyes. They measured oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same molecule that floods a mother's brain the very first time she holds her newborn child. And what they found was extraordinary. When a dog gazes at their owner and the owner gazes back, both brains release oxytocin at the exact same time. The dog's oxytocin rises, which makes them want to keep looking at you even longer, which makes the owner's oxytocin rise more, which makes them want to look back. It keeps building. It's a loop, a self-reinforcing neurochemical feedback loop of bonding that no other animal on Earth shares with humans, and it just keeps getting stronger. They tested other animals, cats, horses. None of them triggered this loop. Only dogs. They ran the exact same experiment with wolves, wolves that had been raised by humans from the day they were born, hand-fed, socialized, cared for their entire lives. The loop did not activate, not a single time. This is not something you can teach or train. This co-evolved specifically between dogs and humans. Over 15,000 years of living together, looking at each other across campfires and living rooms, building something no other two species share. Researchers at Eötvös Loránd University confirmed that the attachment bond between dog and owner is functionally identical to the bond between a mother and her infant, the same chemistry, the same neuroscience. 61% of dogs tested were classified as securely attached, almost exactly the same proportion found in human toddlers. But here's where most people get it wrong. Not every stare means the same thing, and misreading it can be dangerous. Behavioral scientists have identified 3 completely different types of canine stare, and each one means something different. The first is the soft gaze, relaxed face, slightly squinted eyes, loose body. The muscles around the eyes are soft, maybe a slow blink. Their whole body is loose and calm. This is the oxytocin stare. This is your dog saying, I feel completely safe with you right now and I want to stay connected. This is love, measured and real. The second is the hard stare, and this one is completely different. Wide eyes, stiff body, closed mouth, no blinking. Every muscle in their face is locked tight. This is not affection. In canine body language, a hard, unbroken stare is a threat signal. This is a warning. If you see this from an unfamiliar dog, do not stare back. Break eye contact slowly. Give them space. This is critical. The third is what trainers call whale eye. You can see the whites of their eyes. Their head turns to one side, but the eyes stay locked on whatever they are afraid of. This is fear. This is stress. Your dog is watching something they feel threatened by, and they cannot look away. 3 stares, 3 completely different meanings, the same behavior on the surface, but entirely different messages underneath. The difference between the first one and the second one is something every single dog owner on Earth needs to recognize. There's one last thing I need to tell you, and it might be the most important part of this video. If your dog has always been a dog that watches you, that stares at you from across the room every day, that greets you with those eyes the moment you walk through the door every single day, and one day that stops, they look away, they stop meeting your eyes, pay attention. Veterinary researchers have found that changes in eye contact are one of the earliest behavioral signs of pain, appearing before limping, before stiffness, before any obvious physical symptom. And in older dogs, disrupted eye contact patterns are a hallmark symptom of canine cognitive dysfunction, the dog equivalent of dementia. It affects over a third of dogs past age 8. Your dog doesn't have language. That stare was how they told you everything, and when it goes quiet, something is wrong. Behavior is the only way they can tell you. So the next time your dog stares at you from across the room, don't brush it off. Don't assume they just want a treat. They might, but that is almost certainly not why they are looking at you. What they're doing took 15,000 years to build, a gaze that changes both of your brains simultaneously, a connection that exists nowhere else on Earth between any 2 species. They're looking at you because you are the safest thing in their entire world. So, the next time they look at you like that, look back. That's all they've ever been asking. If this changed how you see your dog, subscribe to this channel and tell me in the comments where your dog is right now. And if you want to know why your dog follows you everywhere, that's the next video.